Hello, everyone. I would like to start by introducing myself. My name is Marián González. I'm from second grade B, and I'm here to talk about a topic known by many people, but perhaps we're not so conscious about. Body language. To start, I made myself the obvious question. What's body language? Body language is our second most used language, and it can reveal 70% of our feelings and perceptions we have about something or someone. The way we express ourselves, how we speak, whether we speak or not, if we project the voice more or less, is very important, no doubt, but it's also whether we smile, whether we look at the eyes of the person with whom we are talking to, or whether we are open to the audience, or by how we put our body on stage. And all these aspects that at first glance are not perceptible to the human eye are surprisingly engraved in our subconscious and end up making our perception about the person positive or negative. For example, I can see that he's an aggressive man. He's tilting and frowning his mouth. He seems to be invading your personal space. On the other hand, he seems to be friendly. He's smiling, he's tilting her head with relaxed shoulders. It's what we can deduce with the naked eye. But let's look another example with people from the street, like that you can see from her. This girl is really concentrated in her thoughts, with a lost look beyond the universe, like, oh God, what am I going to do now? Or her, who is folding her arms and frowning. She seems to be angry for some reason. This guy, we can see that he is feeling happy. You only need to look at his smile. And this lady, she looks remarkably confused. She's frowning intensely and tilting her head exaggeratedly. We will never know what is happening to her. And well, where do we observe these behaviors more consciously? In the famous memes. Yes or no? There is always a person or an animal that has certain characteristics that motivate us to create phrases especially for them. Like Mr. Bean, Donald Trump, this baby, or Don Ramon. And, well, beyond what we see, I want to talk about what happens in our brains. But first, before I continue, I'm going to say you that you have to stand up. Yeah, yes, motivation. So, I'm gonna say to you that you have to make yourself bigger, please. Yeah, you be. Yeah. Make yourself smaller now. Smaller. No, stand up, smaller. Take a position of power. I don't know, something like that or that. Do it. Yeah. A position of vulnerability now. Look vulnerable. Like hurt. Now shows furious. Angry, come on. For the last one, show interest. Yeah. And finally, give the high five to your classmate. Yeah, that. Woo. Now sit down. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Really, thanks. Thanks for that. Did you know that body language shapes your personality? Personality is the representation that a person has of themselves and the way they themselves present to the world. From this perspective, Personality is the mask we show to the world, a strategy to hide some internal aspect and get better social acceptance, or simply to preserve a more valued idea of ourselves. In a recent TED Talk, Amy Cuddy, a social psychologist and professor at Harvard Business School, gives a talk called "Nonverbal Language Has a Great Impact on Ourselves," which tells us about how our body communicates with the environment. Our gestures and the way we physically present ourselves can influence not only how others perceive us, but how they affect our mood, expectations, and even the chemistry of our body. Our nonverbal language can be a tool for forming or transforming ourselves. How? By adopting certain postures for a couple of minutes. Our brains secrete neurotransmitters that provide us with a third-party consistent presence with these postures. For example, testosterone is the hormone of domination, cortisol, the stress hormone. And it has been shown that effective leaders often take positions of power, like those that have high cortisol and low testosterone often take positions of weakness, like this here. In position of power, we become great, we expand, just as you were a moment ago. While in position of weakness, we tend to bend, to make ourselves smaller. As a conclusion, I can say that according to which position we decide to take, according what image we decide to project, not only we can shape the way we are seen by others, we can feel ourselves more powerful if we learn which one favors us, which one gives us most power, which one causes more impact in others. As a result, we might be transforming our appearance and personality. That's the source. Thank you, everyone.